Hello, this is Venture Live. Big Daddy J coming live to you from the big chair. All right, let's see how many people we get tonight. The most I've had on a stream since I've started doing this was like 7 at one time for like a brief moment. If we can eclipse that tonight. I did put this out yesterday, so sorry, I pour my drink. So there's a little bit of a warning for people, or heads up, warning, whatever you want to say. It's like somebody's in the stream right now. Fix my volume control here. Pop it up on the TV. Hey, Patrick, what is up? Figure I got one thing real quick here. Very. Just chilling. How you doing? Figure I'd just get on here and just shoot the breeze for maybe an hour or two tonight. What you been up to? Besides making videos. Oh, cool. I haven't seen that one yet. Deep Blue Sea 3. Actually, I've only seen the first one, I believe. I didn't realize there was 3 of them. Deep Blue Sea, the first one. Yeah, I just gotta definitely gotta let us know how it is, how it goes. If it's any good or not. Yeah, I'm finally figuring out how to finally put some thumbnails on my videos. Yeah, I didn't see the first one at the theater. I just saw it when it came out for rent, I believe, at the time. I don't even have it in my collection right now. Yeah, although it's pretty good, I might need to get my hands on that one. I figure out some of this stuff and streaming right here. There's different little things you can do with it. Yeah. Excuse me. Actually, I don't really own a whole lot of shark movies except for all 4 Jaws movies, or a whole lot of sea creature type movies or water creature movies. I like Crawl, but I don't have it. Excuse me. The Piranha movies, a couple of those are pretty good, but don't have them either in my collection. Um, uh, Allergies are acting up. I hate them. Been real busy this last week and next week. Started a new job, so helping put together. Got a new truck stop that's going to open up here around our area with a restaurant. So I'm going to go work out there as an assistant manager. So been doing a lot of work, putting stuff together, moving stuff around, cleaning. Yeah, well, as far as like creature features, I don't know something, but I mean, like, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. Like, as far as like shark, alligator type, you know, those type of movies, not a whole lot, but I do own some. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of holding rags and just wiping a lot this week. Yeah, this new the new fryers they put out there today. I was out there training on those. Really nice. So I worked a lot of years at McDonald's. Worked my way up in management, this and that. I ran a McDonald's at one time. Fryers, the fryer part is way different. This is nice. It's like a computer inside the fryers. It can download menu items, this and that. Pretty simple to work. It's really nice. Man, excuse me. Yeah, I saw Phil's Creepy Videos posted a video a little earlier, I guess within the last hour, showing yeah, smart fryers, yeah. But he was posting about John Ellsworth. He's up to 999 subscriber count, just one away from 1,000. So hoping he can hit that mark today, if not the next day or so. But yeah, Phil was giving a shout out, trying to drum up a little bit of support to get him over that 1,000 subscriber mark. I thought that was pretty cool, but not as cool as smart fryers. But, yes, this is a drink. These zero sugar drinks, no carbs, no nothing. These are awesome. This cream soda, Dr. Pepper, I love it. Yeah, I gotta get Hobbs because he's close. And then next on that list, at least try to get Cody up past the 800 mark, HNS. But definitely got to get Hobbs. He is well deserving of that, of 1,000 subscriber mark for sure. I really like what y'all are doing with the midnight hour stream y'all do on Sundays. It's really cool. A lot of times I can jump in there for a little bit live, but then I go back and watch a lot of it, throughout the week. Yeah, Hobbs. Hoping that more people, discover him and subscribe. One of the nicest guys. I mean, because he's supporting my little old channel. I've got 57 subscribers, and it seems like pretty much every single video that I put out, he's always throwing out a comment on there, and nothing but positivity from him. Such a nice man. I really appreciate that, because he doesn't have to. That's for sure. I'm a tiny little speck of a channel right now. And he's always really there to support me. So that doesn't go unnoticed. Greatly appreciate it. See him, and then let's see. We got trying to think what's coming up this week. Yeah, I finally did my first ranking video on May the 4th, the Star Wars ranking movies. I actually got a thumbnail on that video too, but the first ever ranking video on my channel. So yeah, I had a lot of fun with the football stream, especially when we are trying to guess picks and you know see who's going to be right and wrong. And thought it was a lot of fun. I definitely want to do that again next year, but I think I want to also do it as a collaborative effort, with a few of us on the stream together. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Maybe we can start it early, have like the tailgate party stream going into the draft stream or something. I think that would be a lot of fun. Get you on there, get Hobbs on there. Maybe we can talk John on there possibly. All the football fans out there in YouTube land that in our circle. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with that. Yeah, absolutely. I thought, yeah, football picks. That's up my alley. I love doing that. Funny thing is, growing up as a kid, up into my teen years, when my parents were still together, every football season we'd have a notebook, and each week we do picks for the week, and everybody would throw in a dollar or two or whatever. And at the end of the year, whoever had the most who had the best record would win the little pot of money. That was always a fun thing. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was still a lot of fun. My dad, mom, me, and my brother, and but that was a lot of fun. And then and picks, I think it's fun to do picks anyway. I started doing them for the playoffs and the Super Bowl this year. Pick videos, kind of stealing from a Project Ellsworth. He's doing them all the time, and I wanted to do something sort of like that. So I did that. I think I wound up going like 8 wins in the playoffs to compared to like what four. How many games were there? There's more this year, but I got like 8 or 9 wins. Yeah, 17 games. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't think they should go any more than that, and possibly 18, but don't ever go to upwards of 20 or so. That's just too much. But I don't mind 17 as long as they eliminated a couple of the preseason games, which I've heard. I think that's what they're doing, aren't they? Cutting the preseason in half, if I'm not mistaken. That's good, yeah, because I know you have to have preseason for hearing that, but you can have like scrimmages, and the way they do now, they don't even allow them to have contact much anymore in the off season. So why put your guys at so much risk, especially with that extra game of the season? You can use the first week or so to kind of get yourself going. It might not be pretty, as pretty as football, but you can use that first game because you lose one or two in the early part of the one less preseason game. Okay, but if you lose one or two in the early part of the year, you got that extra game to make it up. So I think, yeah, you can get some of your reps in the first game, but I guess it's that one less preseason game is going to be a little harder for the guys that are on the fringe of making each roster. I know a lot of them use the whole preseason to try to make to try to get a win a spot on the roster sometimes, but so I guess that's going to hurt some of the lower tier players, the ones that aren't the stars of the team. Yeah, I agree, Patrick. Yeah, I think they should go up a few players as well on the roster just because of that extra game. A lot more injury risk for sure. But yeah, I agree with you there. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm ready for football season to already begin. I know it's only May, first week of May, but I'm always ready for football season. And especially this coming year, because since my Bills are relevant again, you know, get me maybe a victory in the Super Bowl before I die. It'd be nice. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of. Do you mean as far as the players that they lost in college overall, or just the game? Because of Oh yeah. You want to go just eliminate the playoffs and just do yeah, that's true. The sea, yeah, it's getting shorter and shorter for all the everything going on. That's for sure. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're talking about the lower. That's right, because they played in the spring. Yeah, I misinterpreted. I was thinking regular college. I don't know why I didn't think. Yeah, it's FCS. I wasn't thinking, but yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, they their season went late, and so yeah, they're gonna suffer. Yeah, especially in football because you have to recover. Violent of a sport as it is, you need time to recover. That's why I agree with you when you talked about the roster size. The NFL team should increase by 5 because that extra game they're adding, helps a little bit, less of a risk for some of these players. You could give them an extra week off during the season, just kind of healthy scratch once in a while, and let some of their backups play a little bit more. Now the FBS, I wish they would go to an 8-team playoff instead of 4. Yeah, it's a little bit better than it used to be, but there's still too much controversy because you can have 6, 7 teams that are worthy of going to that top 4. So it's still kind of a. I think if you go 8 teams, it eliminates all that, all a lot, at least for a lot of that chatter. Like, well, this team should have been in there. They're number 5, but they did this, this, this. It's not their fault because their schedule is this. Well, put 8 teams in there. You got your Power 5 conferences. Let all the at least I don't know, maybe your top 8 or at least your conference champions, and then you get some wild cards. But I think they should expand it to at least 8 right now. And they can still do it. It's just it's one extra week of playoffs. But yeah, they need an off season to recover for sure. Yes, yeah, they did. It's all about money and ratings, though. You know that. It's all about the mighty dollar. But yeah, I agree. ESPN they didn't do it very. Yeah, they just kind of they pretty much own college football, in my opinion. They run it. I mean, pretty much almost every single bowl game. Yeah, exactly. Or is on ESPN. I remember when it was 3 or 4 networks that would pretty much share all the bowl games. Now you got, yeah, exactly, and ESPN always gets the team. It's always the 1 or 2 elite teams, like especially Alabama. They're always they favor the SEC conference for sure. ESPN does. So you always got to have the SEC love on ESPN, or it's basically they're not gonna give much else love to a lot of the other teams or conferences. I think so. Anyway, yeah, I know. It's sad. So they're in the pockets of, or vice versa, of all the NCAA administrators. The higher ups in the NCAA, especially in football. Yeah, ESPN's got a hold on their pockets for sure. But I think their NFL coverage sucks. Now, I don't like Monday Night Football on ESPN. It was pretty decent when they had like John Gruden and Mike Tirico on there, but who they always got getting out the last few years have sucked. Just their pregame shows I don't like. They just seems like they don't know what the hell they're talking about half the time. I'd prefer to watch Fox Sports, and NBC, CBS even. Uh, I don't really care to watch ESPN much anymore at all, or any of their shows. NFL, my go-to though is NFL Network for sure. I love that network. I actually love their pregame shows. Sunday morning for the football show with Rich Eisen and the gang. I like watching that one, and I also like watching. There was one I didn't watch it much this past year, but there was one. This is the CBS Sports Network where they had that. It was called the other pregame show or something like that, where they had uh, Adam Shine. I think it was his name, the host, with a bunch of other people. I like that show. Yes, ESPN is unwatchable. I agree. Hardly ever watch it. Keep glancing up at the TV screen because I have the stream on there turned down low, but your question's popping up on there before it does on my phone. So that's kind of why I'm looking up there a little bit. If you notice me glancing up there. Oh yeah, I love CBS. I like Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I think they're a great team. I think Tony Romo is great at that. He's a lot better at this than he was at quarterback. I mean, he was a good, decent quarterback, but he found his calling as a broadcaster. Actually, I like them better than the Fox Sunday. The number of Aikman and Buck. I prefer to listen to Romo and Nance over pretty much the rest of them. Well, NBC Sunday Night Football is not too bad, but I do kind of get annoyed with Chris Collinsworth. Oh well, let's see. Garfield, hold on, wait. I think he's right over here, pretty close. Hey, Garfield. Hey, buddy. Hey, Garfield. There he is. Hey, there you go. Hey, Garfield. Garfield. What you doing, buddy? Huh? Say hi. You tired? I just woke him up. Oh, there you go, buddy. Okay. There you go, buddy. Oh, sorry. Got your bow tie on still. He took his bow tie off the other day, and we had to find it. His little collar. He loves his collar. I don't know what happened though. He never takes it off. I meant because it's a new one. We got it for his birthday. Got him a brand new one, so maybe that's what it was. I don't know. But we got it back on him, and now he's gonna come and get into my lap. Oh, there you go, buddy. Hey, Garfield. Yeah. Now Cheeto, I don't know where she's at right now. She's probably hanging out with Moz, where they both are at. Yeah, I gotta. Okay, okay, okay. He likes doing this. Hey, kitty. Now he's gonna do his feet on me. Yeah. Okay. Purring. I don't know if anybody can hear that, but oh, it's gonna headbutt the phone. There you go, buddy. Yeah, I woke him up. I called his name. He's in a chair right over here sleeping, and yeah, so he's kneading right now. He's doing his feet on me, headbutting me, and okay, yeah. There you go, Garfield. Yeah, you're a good boy. Yeah, my baby boy, huh? My buddy. Yeah, okay. Rub the hat. Okay, he's taking over the stream for sure. Bryce, okay, you gonna lay down? You gonna sit with me? Huh? Nope. Oh, Paul stuck. There you go. They're just gonna lay down now. Okay, now you're wanting to hog all the attention, huh? Okay. Garfield. Hey, buddy. Yep, you can get all okay. You're gonna go over there again. You can get back in your chair. Oh no, okay. You're gonna sit right there. Yeah, yeah. He's a big one too. He's about 20 or plus pounds. He's a heavy cat. That's for sure. And he's shedding a little bit right now too. So that getting ready for the summer, I guess. A lot of fur though. Garfield, you just laying down now, aren't you? Huh? Okay. Yeah, but I don't know where Cheeto went. I should pop up somewhere. Who knows? You know about cats. Oh wait, no, I see her. She's in her little house over there. Little cat house. I think that's her. Yeah, she's snuggled up in their little cat house. Yeah, he does look a lot. Reminds me of like when I see Paladin, I think of Garfield a lot. When I see even the cheetah. Yeah, he now he's just gonna sit there. Kiki, Garfield. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. Yeah. And you got hair all over me. Oh well. Used to that. Having a cat, you're gonna get some hair on you. That's all right though. I love cats, and I love having pets. Fur babies. What is it, buddy? Got your attention, huh? Yeah, it's hot here. Well, it was like 99 degrees this past Sunday. Then we had like a cool front come in, and now it's starting to warm back up. It got to like 85 today, and I think by Saturday or Sunday, Mother's Day, it's supposed to be up to like mid 90s again. It's not chilly here. Getting too hot again. I don't like the extreme cold, but I do not like the extreme heat though. I'd like it to be about 70 to 80 degrees all the time. I'd be fine. Like 50s at night. That's my ideal weather or climate. Now I made my nose itch. Yeah, it got up to 99 this past Sunday. I'm like, oh, it was only supposed to get up to like 91, 92, but it was hot. And then we drove by, my wife and I were out taking a cruise on Sunday, and it was, we went by the bank clock. And our temperature in the car said like 96 or something, or 97, but we looked at the bank, the temperature thing, it said 99. So, like, wow. Yeah. We'll be hitting triple digits probably by the end of the month for sure. Yeah, that's not bad. I'd like to have the 60s for a little while longer. Like I'll take the set. Well, I know yesterday, or I'm gonna say it might have been. No, that's weird. It was Monday because we had that front come in, and Monday it only got into the mid 70s after being 99, and that's slowly creeping back up into the 80s since then. Yeah, it hadn't rained here, and well, it rained sometime last week. No, no, I'm sorry, take it back. Saturday we got a lot of rain. This past Saturday, it rained a lot. It was thundering, like big thunderstorms, and that of all days, because my wife and I we had to go to a wedding that evening. So I'm like, great, of all days, it's gonna be wet, water everywhere, get dirty. So yeah, that was a lot of fun. Went to my best friend's daughter's wedding, but yeah, I was in the rain. So well, it was inside, but it was getting to there was walk through a couple of inches of water. So Did y'all get a lot of rain today though? Ah, my nose keeps itching. Dang, Garfield got me. My nose itching. Monday morning, that I don't know yet if I am or not. Um, I have to see. I'll find out tomorrow because I'm getting the weekend off. Well, I'm gonna be getting supposed to be getting every Sunday off, but right now since we're getting everything together, I don't know yet. What's happening Monday morning? Oh wow. I don't know. See, we do church in the evening, so I would be. But if I get on there later, I really appreciate that. Though. That's awesome. Huh. Wow. Dang. Yeah, that's. I'm always because we do a church and then we do some like Sundays. Usually evenings we'll go. We do a lot of singing and this and that. And then we have like a meal, and so I usually don't get home till like well after 9 on Sundays, like 9:30 usually. Is Hobbs not gonna be there on Sunday? Yeah, I'm 9 here. It'd be 9 my time. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to be there for the start of it for sure. Hey, David, what's up, man? How are you? Oh, I see. Okay. Uh, oh, that was my daughter-in-law. I'm sorry. Yeah, I didn't update anybody. She's doing well. She's getting some. Going to have to go through some specialists this week. They don't know. It's something to do with her liver, and they don't know. They still haven't pinpointed what's actually wrong with her. Um, yeah, she got sent home after about 3 days in the hospital, and yeah, she's just not working right now, and then trying to just she gets real weak. She doesn't. She tries to get up and move around and like go outside and just kind of get out of bed, and she can only last like 10 or 15 minutes. So they're thinking it could be lupus, Crohn's disease. It could be some kind of they don't know. Something wrong with her blood. That I don't like saying the C word at all, but they're not trying to. They're not really ruling out a whole lot of things. But she's hopefully this next week or two maybe they can pinpoint what's wrong with her. Well, we're thinking, and she has a lot of the symptoms of lupus. And that's what we're kind of thinking, but it could be something else with her liver too. We don't know why. She's only 21, so it's really scary. Yeah, appreciate your concern, David. Yeah, I hadn't really posted anything about that. Um, just been kind of because there's really not a whole lot to post until we know more about it. Yeah, yeah, but we're just keeping our fingers crossed and praying about it. Yeah, speaking of the Mother's Day though, Patrick, I think we're gonna do a lot of ours Saturday. We'll spend that day with my mom, gonna barbecue for her and give her some gifts and hang out with her that day because we're gonna be really busy on Sunday. Yeah, Patrick. Yeah, my I was talking about my daughter-in-law. She's pretty ill right now. She's only 21, and she's got all kinds of all kinds of issues going on, and she's got what is it? Scoliosis, or her her bones and stuff are all jacked up too. So she's got it rough. Now they had our granddaughter. Our granddaughter will be 4 in November, and after ever since then, well, she had scoliosis. Yeah, well, for a long time, I guess, born like that or whatever. But I'm not a doctor, so I don't know how all that works sometimes. But yeah, her spine is all just like really crooked and out of whack, and yeah, so she got a lot of things going on for that young of age. It's pretty scary. But we're hoping that you know, figure out pinpoint the problem and go from there. And treat it and like hopefully her life will be getting to a better quality to have a better quality of life than what she's been having for a while. Yeah, just hopefully she can, get, like I said, get better. I mean, all we're doing is praying right now and, keeping positive and, she's got good spirit. She's in good spirits. You can tell she's pretty down. It's just overall, it's just like, wow, not knowing right now exactly what is wrong with her. That's the big part. That's the frustrating part for sure. But thank you guys for y'all's concern. It's greatly appreciated for sure. No, no, David, no, 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 no. No, not at all, man. Don't feel bad. Don't apologize. I just basically wanted to hang out and just hang out with the guys and just talk about whatever. So that doesn't offend me at all one bit. I appreciate your concern. Actually, I actually really appreciate it. You know, that you asking about means that you're caring caring. So that means a lot. So don't think you have to apologize on that. Plus, right, on live streams, a lot of times anything goes. I think that's makes them fun sometimes if you don't have an actual specific topic. You're just kind of shooting the breeze with people, with your friends. Yeah, it is, Patrick. Yeah, yeah. I saw your short Blu-ray haul, Davey. Oh, actually, I saw my comment, but I didn't realize until you'd said something or I saw it on your video that the Cloverfield had a trilogy 3-pack for that cheap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's when that was it was kind of crazy. She was being rushed to the ER or taken to the ER, and yeah, she was in there. We did it Thursday. She didn't get out of the hospital till Saturday evening, I believe. Saturday afternoon. So she was in there. What was it? It was Sunday. She was in there 2 or 3 days, being having tests run on her and everything. So she's home now, but not able to work or anything right now. She had to take a leave of absence from her job. So yeah, hopefully we'll find something out soon. Yeah, our son, her husband, he's was pretty upset for a while, but he's doing pretty good now. He went back to work I think today. He took some time off also. Oh wow, the special edition King Kong from the 30s. That's the thing. And the Hostel's not bad. I haven't watched. I've only seen the first Hostel. I need to watch the second one. Um, yeah, yeah, Deja Vu. But yeah, the King Kong that I was talking about. I need to start collecting more movies from that time period. I've got like a lot of the Universal monster movies, but I'd love to get King Kong from the 1930s. Okay, good. I don't feel so bad now. I haven't watched Hostel 2, but I haven't even watched any of the collector movies either. A lot of people talk about those two movies. I haven't seen either one of them. So, but I think I'm not. That's not really my favorite type of subgenre of horror. Is like that torture type style. I haven't really ever been a big fan, so I don't really gravitate towards those movies as much. But like the whole Saw franchise, I haven't watched all of them either. I've seen the first, I think, four or five. I know for sure four. The first three are pretty good, but I started losing me after that though. So, but I haven't seen anything. I know for sure past five. If not, I might have seen parts of five. I can't remember. But like I said, I'm not a real big fan of those type of movies. Just the whole torture thing. What is your opinion, Patrick, on the torture, the subgenre of horror, and yours, David, for that matter? I mean, I don't know what you think about that as well. Okay. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you kind of watch something that gives a, but you think, maybe if I get another chance, maybe, just maybe I'll like it better. That's happened to me before on a number of movies where I'm thinking, but then I know I'm trying to think of one that comes to mind. Well, one that comes to mind is obvious. Is actually is the Dawn of the Dead remake, and my reasoning for that was because I hold the original Dawn of the Dead in such high regard. I've stated it before. It's like my favorite horror movie of all time. So I was automatically like against the remake, and it took me forever to watch it. And when I finally watched it about 3 or 4 years after it came out, I'm like, I still didn't like it because it's not nowhere near the other one. But then I got it on Blu-ray about a year ago, and I watched it again, and I'm like, well, you know what, this isn't bad at all. So that's one of my things about. I rewatched it a couple times, and now I actually like it. So see the Hostel. Yeah, I haven't. Like I said, I need to watch. I need to go through them and watch them. Hereditary. Now that I've watched it, I want to say two, maybe three times, I think, and it's not bad. Like the first one, first time it screwed with my mind quite a bit. Second time I watched it, I was trying to okay, it was pretty cool, some of the part, and I was like, okay, it's still messing with mine. And the third time I watched it was with uh, our son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, the one we're talking about, and I wanted to watch it, with somebody else to see what they thought. And so I'm still verdict for me on that movie is still up in the air. I don't know if I'll ever buy it, but it wasn't bad. It was just crazy, batshit crazy to me, and really out there. Whoa, like holy crap! I haven't seen Midsommar yet. I've heard good things, but I've also heard it's so darn long. It's just like what? It's just a mind bender. So the act now, I agree. The acting is great, but I have to argue, man. It's probably for more nostalgia reasons, though, Patrick. I just absolutely love the 1978 version of Dawn of the Dead. Yeah. Oh, okay. I might just pick Hereditary up. I know my wife wasn't a big fan of it. She got what the hell, but oh, I love the Evil Dead remake. It's great. I think it's one of the better remakes out there, in my opinion. I think as far as remakes, it's like I like the remake of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I do like the Dawn of the Dead remake now. And but my favorite horror remake, it has to be Night of the Living Dead. I absolutely love that. Oh yeah, definitely, Patrick. I think it was groundbreaking, revolutionary. The gore effects in the original Dawn. Yeah, definitely a favorite of mine for sure. Oh yeah, are you talking about the Evil Dead remake, David? Yeah, it's great. I think it's I think because I love Army of Darkness so much, just because it's so batshit crazy. But as far as more of a horror movie, I think I like the remake the best. Oh yeah. Please, David, do yourself a favor. I think you'll enjoy the remake of Night of the Living Dead. I absolutely love it. It's got a lot of the same elements, of course, but they go in pretty much a different direction with some of the characters, and I think it was for the better. Especially the one character in particular. I don't want to give it away, but I think it was great. Tom Savini actually directed that movie, and George Romero produced it and helped write it. And I believe the story was to kind of recoup the money that he didn't make off his original film because it was in public domain or something because he didn't get the copyrights to it or something. Yeah, I believe that was what happened. And so anybody can just sell it or put it out there or whatever. It's part of the public domain. So I think the reason, and I watched the interview I read somewhere where he wanted to do a remake so he could actually make some money off of his property that he originated with, and he got Tom Savini to direct it, of course. I actually really like it. I love the Night of the Living Dead remake. I actually pick it over the original. I know that's sacrilege, but as far as the movie, I like it better. I think you'd probably enjoy it. Came out in 1990, so it's pretty old itself now. But it's got Tony Todd playing, the lead as Ben. Great job. You know, that was I think right before he did Candyman. I think a year or so before that, a couple years, same time period. But I think he nailed it in that movie. But yeah, Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, the Evil Dead remake though. Yeah, I liked it a lot. It had creepiness to it, some scary fact. I literally it's scary in some parts. Yeah, it did. Yeah, such a iconic movie that it is, and what it spawned. It's yeah, it was bad that he didn't really get to enjoy the fruits of his labor on that movie or his vision. I do know that they're working on a final movie of his, a script he was writing with somebody else before he passed away, and his wife has given full blessing of it. I believe it's called Twilight of the Living Dead, if I'm not mistaken. I was watching a video on it the other day. They're talking about they're in development, and it's supposed to be his vision of how he wanted this series to end. And they said it's kind of a sequel to Land of the Dead, but it's advanced from there. So that's all I know about it. But I do know it's in development. Like your series. Yeah, I haven't seen any of those the collector series yet. I know that it's got a pretty decent following. The collector series. I see a lot of people on YouTube, especially I think Cody Leach, his channel. He talks about those quite a bit. I do know they were in development for a third one, but the production got stopped. It was back in like 2019, and they haven't gone back since. Now it was supposed to be called the collection or collect it, whatever. It was the third one, but I don't know if they're gonna make that now. Now, Land of the Dead, I'm up and down with that. Sometimes it's like I watch it and have a good time with it. I mean, I always have a good time with a good zombie movie, but it's not one of my favorites of Romero's. I actually I like Diary of the Dead better than Land of the Dead. I would put that in front of that in my ranking. But of course, it's ahead of Survival of the Dead. Survival of the Dead was just I couldn't get into that one very well at all. I mean, I'll still watch it here and there if I'm on a zombie binge, or especially a Romero binge, but not a big fan of Survival of the Dead. But yeah, I might need to check out the collector though movies. I have heard some things about him. Yeah, I think that was kind of where I was watching it. David, did you watch it on what was his name? Oh, I can't. Now I went blank. Malfunction. Sean Clark, because he had an interview on his Two Heads podcast, and they were on there, and that's kind of where I was. We got that info also. Yeah, supposedly the studio had contact. They had like 8 days worth of shooting or something like that. Yeah, Sean Clark. Yeah. I think they did had a few scenes and this and that, but then they were just shut down. And they actually even had a trailer ready for it too, or something from the 8 days they're shooting. But yeah, so it's just it's a shame when things like that happen. These directors, you put your time, sometimes your own money, sometimes your effort. You're right. It's your creation. It's your art, and then stuff things like that happen. It's got to be very uh, excruciating, to say the least. I couldn't imagine. I think my wife and I, hopefully tomorrow. Like I said, I've been really busy with my new job and everything, but we're gonna do the 50 questions, dig a little deeper. Um, saw John and his wife did that on his channel. I've watched yours, great. I've watched Cody's, and I've watched yours also, Patrick. And we want to do that together. I think it'd be a lot of fun. We just haven't got around to recording it yet. I keep switching. Speaking of movies, on the video I got tagged in that I did, and the 10 horror movies, 10 subgenres. John tagged me in it, but I think I did tag you and Hobbs, I believe, Patrick. So waiting on that. Whenever you get around to it, I like to see that. The 10 horror movies from the 10 different subgenres. Your favorites? I don't know if you knew you got tagged though. So if you didn't know, well, you got tagged in it. I know. I was telling Patrick this is what I'm drinking tonight. My Dr Pepper Zero Sugar Cream Soda. Trying to cut out almost a lot of the sugars out of our diet. Oh wow. How'd that happen? Did somebody try to break into his car or something? Yeah, you should, Patrick. It was a lot of fun. It makes you think that there's some like, wow, man, this is some of those questions are kind of hard. Oh wow, wow, just shattered out of the blue, huh? Dang, wow, that's crazy. That's dang, that sucks. Yeah, speaking of Phil, I always forget he does his streams during the day, doesn't he? And a lot of times I'm not like I'm either I might be at work or I forget about it. I need to jump on there sometimes though. Phil's channel. I like a lot of his content. He's a cool dude. I was telling Patrick earlier. Speaking of Phil, he threw. I don't know if you've seen it. Here earlier this evening, he put out a video to try to push John over 1,000 subs. John's at 999. He was trying to get push him over the 1,000 mark. So I don't know if you've seen that yet. Okay, Patrick. I keep switching. Thanks. I think because my cat was up on me when we go Garfield. He was the star of the show for a little while earlier. Now I keep itching my face. He was all up in my grill. So yeah, but that. Oh, did he hit? Oh, awesome, cool, nice. I need to send him a message and congratulate him for sure. Now Patrick and I are talking about we need to get push Hobbs over the 1,000 mark. He's getting closer to it now. And then next would be trying to get Cody at least to the 800 mark, then work his way to the 1,000. I like to see those guys get bigger and bigger. I love all their channels for sure. You're getting, I mean, how close? I mean, I haven't looked at your sub count in probably a few days or whatever, but probably a week or so. But are you up close to two? Or you're wait, where are you at right now? I'm waiting on you to get to the 300 mark. Are you at 250 already? Or 270 maybe? Yeah. Oh yeah. Phil will. Yeah. I get him on the stream on Saturday, so you can say, okay, yeah, I knew you're getting close now. So you'll be having to do a contest pretty soon, won't you? Well, I'm happy with my 57 mark. I gained like, I think it said in the last 28 days, I gained like 16 subscribers, so I'm all happy about that. So whenever I hit the 100 mark, oh, nice. Well, last week I gained 9. That was freaked me out. And then I gained 1 like 2 days ago. Another one got kind of, it was added to my channel. So I'm like, okay. So it's weird how you can be stuck on a number forever. I was stuck on like 41 forever. And then I slowly crept up to like 47 and I stayed on that forever. And then from 47, I went to 56 like that within a span of like 2 days. Then I got another one this 2 days ago. So sorry, I keep itching my eye, but I got a cat hair in it or something. But heck yeah, that's awesome. Getting 11 in a week. Average that out, that's like 44 in a month. Be over 500 subs in a year's time if you kept that rate up. Which hopefully you'll get more than that for sure. Oh, okay. Yeah, you never know, man, how it works out that way. I know Patrick helped me quite a bit on the midnight hour. Probably was giving me shout outs and I know it helped a little, quite a bit for me, and I appreciate that. And Hobbs also shouts me out and gives me a lot of support too. So yeah, you don't know how these things work sometimes. It's weird. Like my thing is like you'll get a couple subscribers and then the next day they're gone. Like what happened? But that hasn't happened in a while. I've kept my count. I've gained them here lately, last few weeks, and I've kept them. So yeah, I was only on there. I only caught like 15 minutes of it because we do church on Sunday evening. So I always get there an hour or so later when they're already going. I jump on there and chit chat for a little bit. And Patrick just asked me a little earlier before you got on if I could help host the stream this Sunday. But like I said, I have church Sunday evenings and we do choir and this and that. And I usually don't get home till like 9:30. I know that, and they've already started, so I don't know. Yeah, but I told him I'd be more than happy to jump on there with him. It'd be fun. My eye keeps itching. Sorry, I keep scratching my eye, but God, got an itch. Yeah, they had a director of some of those. I can't remember the name of the movies, but yeah, I did watch some of it, and I caught some more of it during the week. Like I told Patrick, if I'm not on there a lot for the live, I will catch a lot of it throughout the week. I'll watch more of it. But last week I didn't even get on you guys' coast to coast stream. I was at a wedding that um, I didn't even I've forgotten about. Is my best friend's daughter's wedding, his stepdaughter's wedding, and I didn't even realize that we were actually going to go to it. Found out a couple days before that because he forgot to tell me. I'm like, I thought we weren't going. My wife's like, no, his because her his wife are really good friends, and now I've known this for a long time. I'm like, well, hell, why am I just not finding out about it? So we didn't get out of the wedding. We it started like at 6:30, and there was a big dance and this and that, and we didn't get out of there till like midnight or after. It was like 12:30 midnight, and you guys are. I got home and y'all were wrapping it up, I think, so I didn't really get on there. Yeah, I had Garfield. I said earlier in the stream for about a good 5 minutes or so, rubbing up on me, bumping my head, loving all over me. So trying to get all the cat hair off my shirt, but yeah, it was a lot of fun though for sure. Showing some love for sure. Yeah, I finally did my on the May the 4th. Finally did a my first ranking video on my channel, and I got a thumbnail. Yeah, I have the orange ones. Yeah, they do. Our Cheeto, she's an orange tabby. Um, and Garfield, he's just orange and white. I guess I don't know if you call it the tabbies are a little total orange, right? Yeah. And we have a just a regular tabby, Moz. She come up here and visit me. She's semi staring at me right now in front of the TV, but she's our non-orange one. We got three cats, so yeah, she's not real friendly. I mean, she's friendly, but she doesn't do the whole jumping on. If she ever does it, then it's a shock. She might do it once a month, jump on you and want you to pet her. But so the other two, my two orange cats, I call them the Orange Squad. They kind of pick on her, which I have to get on to them because they bully her. They're mean sometimes to her. So my name for them is the Orange Squad. She's our older cat. Come here, our rescue kitty. We've had her for about a year and a half. I want to say I think the vet said she was 6 or 7. I think, but I could be wrong. Somewhere in that age range. She's a sweetheart though, very much so. Not so Cheetah, but yeah, Cheeto's in her little cat house. So Maz's over here half asleep, and I don't know where Garfield went. He's prowling around somewhere. Yeah, yeah, I saw that too. Theater. I want to see it too, but I don't know if I'm gonna go to the theater yet. But we'll see. I mean, we might decide to because I love the first one. My wife and I. But then The Conjuring is going to be on HBO in theaters in June 4th, I believe it's coming out. So definitely going to watch that one when it comes. But yeah, I kind of want to see where they go with the Quiet Place too. It looks pretty good though. The previews I've seen of it. I think isn't John Krasinski going to be directing it? The dad from the first one. Didn't he direct the first one as well? If I'm not mistaken. I know he's directing the second one. Oh heck, I didn't even catch that. I was working and doing this and that and taking an exam online, so I didn't even know. I'm gonna have to check it out later for sure. Huh. Okay, cool. Yeah, I couldn't remember if he directed the first one. Yeah, I thought so, but yeah. Looking forward to that one though. I know my wife and I really enjoyed the first one. Really neat concept, right? Yeah, I know. I always have to go back and say, well, just don't take my word for it or anything, because things I hear, but then I'm like, did I get that twisted around, or did I get turned around, and I forget? I guess it's because older age setting in or something. Oh yeah, I did see that one. Yeah, I was taking my son to work, and I was waiting for him to get ready. I did check that one out. I think I actually watched it on Sean Chandler's channel. The Sean talks about way too or talks about movie or whatever it's called, but he was doing a reaction to it. Yeah. Oh, you haven't seen season 3 yet? It was pretty good. I liked it. Not bad at all. It's been almost 2 years, so I almost need to go watch them again, just to you know rehash some things that I've forgotten because it's been a while. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I just subscribed to her the other day too. I've heard about it, but I never really checked her channel out until here about 2 weeks ago. So I finally got around to subscribing to her channel. Yeah, season 3 was cool. I like the way they did the whole. They really went heavy into the '80s nostalgia. You know, I like that about it because they had references to like Back to the Future. Well, actually, they were actually. I don't know if you've seen it, but there was one scene where they're in the theater watching Back to the Future. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah, I've noticed that, and I need to get into vinyl. I do want to do that one of these days. Get a player and some vinyl. I kick myself all the time because I had a bunch of vinyl my dad had get handed down to me, and I just didn't really care too much for them at the time, so I gave them away to a cousin, and which they're in great hands now. But now I wish I would have kept them all because I had some, with from the '70s and '80s and all back in those days, and I had a bunch of them. But like old Van Halen, Journey, like I said, a lot of from the '70s. I think some Black Sabbath even. Yeah, 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 exactly. And maybe throw a little dash of some Monster Squad in there every now and then, possibly. All that '80s goodness. Well, Super 8 was good. I know it wasn't the '80s, but it was stories taking place in the '70s, I believe, right? I know J.J. Abrams did. I haven't watched that movie in a long time. I watched it once and I really liked it. That Super 8, that is. I thought it was really good. Speaking of Monster Squad, I need to get a copy of that. I don't have that in my collection. I've got Goonies, I've got Super 8, I've got all the the movies, but I don't have Monster Squad. I kick myself because I need that in my collection. One movie I haven't gotten. Every time I get a chance, I'll watch it. If it, catch it on streaming or something, I'm always there watching it. So I need to rectify that at some point. Those, Monster Squad and Goonies is a great double feature. And if you want to do a triple feature, just throw some Stand By Me in there with them. Oh wow, dang! Well, that was a movie that it got kind of panned in the '80s. It gained a cult following. I remember watching it as a kid. I loved it, but um, and sometimes in a way, I almost like it better than the Goonies because it was more of up my alley as far as it had to do with like the universal creature. So it was more like a horror centric about characters from legends of horror. Dracula, the Frankenstein's monster, the Mummy, Creature from Black Lagoon, Wolfman, all that. So I really dug that movie. Yeah, I mean it is true. Yeah, it came out like in '87, so I was like, what, 10, I turned 10 that year, end of that year. But I still enjoyed it, and then I didn't watch it for a long time up until a few years ago because you couldn't really find it anywhere. That probably was the last time I'd watched it, and I was like 11 or 12, and it's just a lot of fun. Yeah, of course it's '80s cheesy and kids, but if you like Goonies, you'll like Monster Squad. I'm pretty sure you would. That is if you like the Goonies, right? But of course, Goonies came out like in '85. Yeah, Monster Squad in '87. I believe Goonies was '85. So yeah, yeah. But that was I like both. I like all those movies. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I didn't turn 10 until yeah, Goonies is great until December of '87. So practically, I was like 9 when it came out. I guess you could say. But like I said, it's a lot of those movies remind me have a lot of similarities in it. Even like I said, Stand by Me. You could lump all those in together and just watch those in like a marathon type deal of coming of age slash whatever you want to call it. You know, the preteen years of kids going on an adventure together. And yeah, my wife's birthday's in February as well. Hers is the 16th. She's actually born in '76, so she's a little bit older than me. She just turned 45 back in February. And mine's December 5th, so I won't hit 44 till December. I know Cody's is in March, I believe, right? 77. Okay, February 10th. Cool. Heck yeah. I remember you saying yours in February. I think on a stream before, but I think Cody was in March. I think right. Well, he turned 44 as well. It always reminds me of like Step Brothers. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. The Will Ferrell and John C. Riley came out. I'm sure you have, or if you haven't, you've probably heard of it. But talking about when they get the night vision goggles. He goes, "Man, I wish we had these when we were like 12 or whatever." And one of them says, "No, it's even better. We got them when we're 40." I feel like that when I'm collecting movies or like figurines and stuff. I feel like a big kid. Yeah, that line always comes to my head. I wish I had this when I was younger, but no, it's even better. I got them when I'm 40s. So, oh, okay, cool. Yeah, mine's a year and like 10 months older than me. Well, he said he'd be right back. I don't know. He might be. Not really sure what he's doing. There's Garfield. Garfield. Hey, he jumped up. Hey, hey, look. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy, come here. Kiki. Background, I've got grandbaby stuff on the floor. She had a blanket and stuff out, I guess, earlier. She's over here. Here, come on. Hello. Hey, there you go. Say hi. High tension. I haven't seen that yet. I've heard a lot about it too, and that's a movie I haven't got around to seeing yet. That's the Australian one, am I correct? And if that's the same one I'm thinking of, I do know how it's a funky ending. Yeah, that's what Pat always says. He's always when I'm doing these streams, he's always asking for Garfield and Cheeto where they're at. He's the second time he's popped up, yeah, on the stream. High tension. Okay, yeah, I definitely want to watch it. High tension. What was I thinking of that Australian one? Hmm. Yeah, I do want to see it though. Maybe I was thinking of it. What movie I was thinking of? Wolf Creek. Was it Wolf Creek? Okay, what is the one where that lady's there's a killer in a truck or something chasing? Was that high tension? And it winds up being her. She's really the psycho one, but the whole movie you're thinking it's somebody chasing her and her friend, and she's obsessed with her friend. They come to find out she's like in love with her. She's the actual killer. Okay, it is. So it's French. Huh? I thought it was Australian, but I see. I need to see it, but I know the story because I've had it spoiled for me. So maybe that's the reason why I haven't actually watched it yet. Yeah, Wolf Creek though. I've heard it. See, I haven't seen that one either. Yeah, I feel bad because there's a lot of these movies and I haven't even watched them. There's a lot of movies I've seen, but then there's some that people talk about. I'm like, well, I haven't seen it, so yeah. So, but I'll still check it out just to watch it. I mean, yeah, it was spoiled for me a while back, so I'm like, that was the reason I hadn't really gotten around to watching it yet. Yeah, I'm sure it would if you got especially seeing it going into it, not knowing what's happening. Yeah, right. Yeah. Now, see that didn't get spoiled for me. I actually watched that, and that was a cool twist to find that out. But then when you watch it again, you're thinking, oh man, they're clues. They practically gave it away for you the whole movie. All the clues, the breadcrumbs they're leaving. Because when you watch it knowing what's going on, you're like, oh man, how did I miss that? Or all the things with like red that had to do with red or red this or that. Yeah, it was yeah. But thankfully, I didn't get that one spoiled for me. And I like that movie. I remember that was like '99 when it came out, and the same year Stir of Echoes came out. And I actually prefer Stir of Echoes over Sixth Sense, actually, the Kevin Bacon one. I remember those two movies coming out practically the same time period, same time. I do have both. I think I got Sixth Sense still. I used to have it on standard def, but I might have got rid of it because I purged my collection a couple different times and got rid of a bunch of them. Oh yeah, I've seen that. It's been a long time since I watched it, but it's a good movie. Usual Suspects, yes, that's a good one. Yeah, yeah. I just Stir of Echoes had a huge creep vibe to me. Very creepy. Very just kind of makes you I don't know, just tingy kind of. I liked it a lot. You know what? I can't remember. I can't remember if I had the sequel or not, and I have to go look. But I haven't seen it either. I do know Rob Lowe's in it, and I know the premise is he was I think an Iraqi war veteran or something like that. Came home, or might have been Afghanistan. He comes home and he brings a like an evil spirit or entity or whatever from the war. I'm not sure if it's a enemy soldier or whatever, but I think that's how it goes. That's the story, the plot of it anyway. I think I haven't seen it though. I don't know how it. I don't. Nothing's been given away for me. I just read the synopsis one time, and but I didn't hear anything about it being a great movie either. Nobody's really ever talked highly of it. Nobody's really talked about it much at all, from what I've heard. So it could be a great movie or it could suck. So, but I do want to check it out though. I like your May the Fourth video. Um, the Star Wars theme. It sounded really good. I like that. Watched that actually that night. I think is after right before I did my first ranking video. I don't know if you were here. I might have told you, but finally did my first ever ranking video on my channel, the Star Wars movie on May 4th. So figured I'd give it a go on that. And see, now I'm not gonna be. Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah, they don't. There was a weird time period. There's some outstanding movies that came out, and then a lot of them you don't really hear or they don't get the recognition they did. Now, and especially like with horror. Now, the '90s horror was a weird decade for horror, in my opinion. It was up and down for sure. They went more of that teen kind of pop to me, pop kind of. vibe. You know, like I Know What You Did Last Summer. Scream, of course, is great, but it just had that certain look. You know, H2O Halloween was kind of, to me, copied the look and the feel of Scream. It was such a big success. Same with Urban Legends, and you got I Know What You Did Last Summer, but it had just that '90s poppy feel to me. So I didn't really like a whole lot of '90s horror uh, too much. The '90s comedies were pretty good. They had a lot of good comedies come out of the '90s, I think. Yes. Oh yeah, End of Days and Stigmata, absolutely. Devil's Advocate was pretty good too. Now that's the one with Al Pacino and Keanu Reeves. Am I correct? I believe right. Where Al Pacino's the devil, and Keanu Reeves makes the deal with the devil. Basically, it's been forever since I've seen that. Garfield, don't you be nice to her. There, the kitty. Yeah, those are good movies. Yeah, yeah, that's right. I need to watch that one again. I haven't seen that in a very long time. I do remember liking it though. Yeah, I don't remember much about that one. I think I've seen it, but I could be wrong. I do remember the Bone Collector with him and Angelina Jolie. I really like that one a lot. Of course, you got. I'm not sure if that was that late '90s or early 2000s. I can't remember. But Seven is another good thriller from the '90s. And of course, I know your all-time favorite movie, Silence of the Lambs, came out in the '90s as well. That's a classic. Oh, okay. I think I have seen it, but if I have, I don't remember much of it. Yeah, '91, Silence of the Lambs. Like I said, 90s horror. Like I said earlier, I didn't really care too much for it. That was probably more of the mid to late '90s, just because when they came out with they're trying to bring back the slashers, and then to me, they just did it too too commercially poppy, and it wasn't dark and gritty. But there were a lot of good thriller, suspense slash horror movies in the '90s, like we just talked about. Silence of the Lambs, Stigmata, End of Days was good, Arnold Schwarzenegger. So it did have its fair share of good ones for sure. Like Flatliners, what 1990? I love Flatliners. Oh God, yeah, yeah. See, that was some of the dumpster fire movies. Yeah, it was bad. I watched it. I think I watched it. I watched it once, thinking it was stupid. Then I caught it again on TV a few years later on. I'm thinking, man, this is horrible. Yeah, Flatliners. Yes, I didn't care too much for the remake, but I love the first one, the original, I should say. Yeah, I love Flatliners. Great cast too in that movie. Kiefer Sutherland, Kevin Bacon, Oliver Platt, Julia Roberts, and I think it wasn't one of the Baldwin brothers in that as well. I believe. Can't remember which one, but I know it was one of the Baldwins. Yeah, the remake. I didn't care too much for it at all. I thought the only good thing out of the remake was Diego Luna. He's a pretty good actor, but other than that, was it Billy Baldwin or William Billy? One of them. I know it was a Baldwin. One of the Baldwins was in that one. But yeah, it's a great movie. Oh, okay. There was Billy William, and there was. I guess it was. Yeah. And speaking of '90s horror, I don't know if it was another one. I always get them unless it's like Alec Baldwin. The rest of them, I get their names confused. But came out what '98. I'm thinking John Carpenter's Vampires. One of the Baldwins is in that one. That might have been Daniel Baldwin though, if I'm not mistaken. The one that hadn't done a whole lot of movies. But like I said, I know it's one of them. One of the ones that aren't Alec Baldwin. But the one that got. If you've seen that movie where he's the one that John Carpenter's Vampires. That is. I don't want to give anything away if you haven't seen it. But it was a pretty good movie too. Yeah, I think that's right. Steven's the younger one. He was the one that kind of the wilder one, right? I remember blonde hair. Yeah, yeah. It's actually pretty good. I watched it a few months ago. I think it was on Amazon Prime when I watched it because I don't have it as part of my collection. But it's not bad. It's a fun movie. You know, it's not one of the better vampire movies, but it's a solid entry in Carpenter's collection anyway. I do want to get it because I do want to get all of John Carpenter's movies. Yeah, see, that's another one I haven't either, and I never really even heard of it until I started hearing about it on YouTube. And so I went and looked around for it and like to see who was in it. You know, I was like, okay, it had some pretty good stars in it. Like, and vampire movie was pretty like hardcore. I've heard, and I never, like I said, never even heard of it until here recently. Now I want to see it, but I can't like really find it anywhere. Or if I do, it's real expensive on eBay. Yeah, Bill Paxton, and was it Lance Hendrickson also in that? All I want to say. Yeah, I definitely want to see it. They said a lot of people saying it's better than Lost Boys because they kind of compare them because they came out in the same year, but it kind of didn't do so great at the box office because Lost Boys had all the hype, I guess, and all the stars in it. So yeah, I do. I definitely want to check it out now because I've heard a lot, nothing but good things about that movie. Yeah, Lance, I believe so. I think it was Lance Hendrickson. Yeah, and I love like I said, I think on that 10 question for 10 the 10 subgenre thing. Yeah, I know. I was especially like with Mark and Ben, they were always kind of a thing. And even Cody sometimes they're like dropping things on there. I'm like, wow, I've never heard of it. I feel like, oh man, I feel stupid. I'm just gonna sit here and listen to them for a while, not chime in on anything. Very knowledgeable for sure. Um, but yeah, I mean, and that's a good thing. I was talking about like YouTube. I've learned a lot about movies that I haven't seen, like for example, Near Dark, um, and movies that I might have seen, but I give them second chances and I really like The Hitcher. I think I saw it once forever ago, and people were talking about it, and then I watched it again, streamed it, and now I need to get it into my collection. It's an absolute fantastic movie, The Hitcher. I don't know. It's sometimes hard to, right, when that's so much knowledge going around the people there, but I think all y'all are great. I love watching y'all guys when I get the chance to. And I try to make every stream, at least jump in there for a little while, see what's up. But like I said, this past Saturday, I wasn't able to get there at all because of the wedding I had to attend. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm the same way. You'll see it. You'll catch it on a streaming, or you're like, wait, that kind of sounds familiar. I'm gonna watch it. Oh yeah, I've seen this movie before. I remember it. Blah blah blah. Yeah. And then yeah, people that movies that you think were horror, like oh god, you kind of liked them, but you're thinking, oh, this is so cheesy. Now being a part of this whole the YouTube community and especially the horror community, now you go back, you watch them like, oh yeah, man, these are actually really good movies. Like The Burning, I watched it back in the day a few times, thought it was okay, it was all right, but watching it again with everybody, a lot of people's excitement about that movie made me more excited about it. I might even like it more than I should, maybe just because there's much more excitement built up about some of these movies that wasn't there before. But seeing other people being excited about it makes you excited about it. I guess. I guess that's how you say that. I don't know if I'm saying that right or coherently or whatever, but oh yeah, I grew up watching a lot of the cheese movies. Um, Now there are still a few out there that are so cheesy that's like, oh god, I still can't watch this crap. Yeah. Um, like the Reanimator movie. When I was younger, I thought it was kind of weird and stuff, but then I watched it again here probably about a year ago, and I absolutely love that movie now. Didn't love it before, and this wasn't. And people were talking about, oh yeah, Reanimator is a classic. And I say, I remember that movie watching it, but I'm thinking, I don't think it was a, watching it from a different lens now. I guess more appreciation of it. They don't make movies quite like those type of movies anymore. So now I need to see the third Reanimator movie that came out in the mid '90s, I think it was, or late '90s. There's a third one where the doctor dude's in prison, I think. Is so. Yeah, see, yeah, like Castle Freak. I haven't seen that, but I know Ben talks very highly of it. Um, I think John was talking about it also. He hadn't watched it yet, but he wants to get the original and that one and watch it with his son. He was talking about the other day, I think, on one of his videos. I need to check that out though, Castle Freak. Bride of Reanimator is not bad. I haven't watched it in a long time, but was what I remember. I need to rewatch it, of course, because I haven't seen it in forever. I remember it being really good. I know a lot of people say that that's their favorite. It's actually better than Reanimator. And the third one, I can't even. I think it's called Beyond Reanimator. I have never seen that one, but I know. I think it was which channel was it on? Christian Hanna Horror. He was talking about all three of them one day. One of his movie reviews or something. So I keep having to straighten up in my chair, so I'm moving around, squirming. Yeah, it's Beyond. Yeah, I haven't seen Beyond. Bride. Yeah, Bride's pretty good actually. I know a Christian. He said he really liked Beyond Reanimator. It's a great third movie in the franchise, but not as good as the first two. But he said it was really good though. So I'll have to check it out when I get a chance. Yeah, there's a lot of titles I still need to grab still, like as far as collection goes. Yeah, yeah, I do know it takes place for the most part in prison because the doctor, dude that created it all, whatever, can't think of his name now, is in prison and he starts doing it again in prison, I think. But it looked pretty cool. Matter of fact, I want to say it was Cody that sent me. What was it a couple of streams back when he jumped on there? He was sending me some of the. I'm into the collecting some of those Toonie Terrors now from NECA, and I think was it Elvire? I'm trying to think. I want to say was it a Reanimator Tiny Toonie Terror they're doing? I can't remember now. I need to go back and look at that what he sent me. They're coming out in July, a new line of them. I want to say Reanimator was one of them. The Doctor on there. Could be wrong. I don't. I did. I do know I've seen a figure of him somewhere. I just can't actually remember. Hmm. But if that's the case, if it was what I'm thinking, I'm definitely gonna grab that one. Yeah, I'm the same way. I absolutely hated it up until about 3 or 4 years ago. As a matter of fact, because again of YouTube, people are talking about it and how it's misunderstood, and I agree. If it was just called Season of the Witch or even Halloween Season of the Witch, and you have to take the part three out of it or whatever, I think I'd done a lot better. But just because you had Michael Myers in two movies, and it was a pretty big iconic type character already, and you just go totally different. I think that of course that's was going to hurt it at the time, but I think it's a great movie. It's in the middle of my rankings actually. It's better than a lot of the sequels for sure. Yeah, yep. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. The Fox. I really like that. See, I want Harry Warden, Blake, and Reanimator, and I'll probably grab Elvira. I'd like to get all four of those because that's who it was. I remember Harry Warden, but I couldn't remember Captain Blake and the Fog. That's oh man, that's right up there with me. That's one of my all-time favorite horror movies. It might be number 3 or 4 on my list. I can't remember. I have a list on Letterboxd, but I think I have it at number 4 or something on my all-time horror movie list. I absolutely love the Fog. I think it's gotten more of a following here the last few years than it did. It was just more of a cult thing, but now it's a lot of people really like The Fog out there, and I'm glad because everything about that movie is to me is near perfection. I mean, some of the acting's a little shoddy, of course, but and the character of Jamie Lee Curtis plays in it, she's like useless. I don't even know why she was in the movie, but oh, Halloween 4, of course, it's great. I grew up when I was tiny, man, because I have to say I was pretty. My parents were pretty cool about letting me watch horror movies at a very young age, and so I remember watching Halloween 2. Now that's my favorite Halloween, probably because of the nostalgia for it. Absolutely love that movie. I pick it as my number one in the franchise. Love how the synth score goes. I just love everything about that movie. You know, there's a lot of flaws in it, but then Halloween 4 came out. I remember it coming out. I was like, oh, I was anticipating that because, oh, cool. Michael Myers is back. Oh, this is awesome. Because I was, running through the Jason movies at that time and Freddy movies and thinking, okay, hey, Michael's coming back. I love part 2 and 1. There's only 2 movies now. He's got another one out. All right, and I like part 4. I really do. It's in my I think top 5. I have a Halloween ranking. I think on Letterboxd as well. I need to start doing. But I'm thinking about doing a Halloween when it comes around Halloween horror month this year. I'm going to try to go out do some do some rankings. Maybe not sure about doing reviews. I don't know if I really want to do reviews on my channel. If they are, they're gonna be like quick reviews. But maybe talk about the franchise as a whole. And like to do a stream on Halloween and get some guests on there or something like that. Because I'd really like to do a whole thing and like I said, Halloween type of something. I don't know yet what, but do a few things for Halloween because I want to do a ranking. Maybe do a live stream. I guess I don't know. I keep repeating myself, but and I'm bouncing ideas out loud right now. This is what I do in my head. But yeah, I need to write it all down. Oh yeah, I think I did see them on TV first, but then I had the VHS copies of them and all that. Um, but yeah, my dad and them, I was little. They'd rent horror movies, let me watch them, and then they'd rent them for me when got a little bit older, when I was still unable to rent them myself. And yeah, that's me too. I haven't done any reviews on my channel yet. Like I said, the other night was my first ranking video ever, the Star Wars movies. Now those are fun doing rankings. I just need to work on my graphics and have better presentation, I guess you could say. I finally got to where I can do uh, YouTube. What was I trying to think? What was I trying to thought? Thumbnails. Yeah, that's what I did. Yeah, and it's so easy. I didn't realize how easy it was. So I'm at the stage now. I just need to get better graphics and this and that. When I'm doing like a review, or not a review, but or I could say a review or a ranking, or how I can put the numbers on my screen and have like the poster art and all that stuff. So once I get that, I think my hopefully my channel will grow a little bit more from that. But yeah, right now I'm just trying to throw stuff out there, and then slowly, it's like baby steps. I'm watching. I look back at my videos and see the evolution a little bit. It gets better and better, but it could be a lot more. It could be a lot better. That's kind of why I'm doing more live stream. I like trying to do a live stream a week. I just don't have a set day for them right now. I don't know how my schedule is going to look, but I'd like to try to do one of these a week for sure. I think this is I'm gonna say my 6th stream now. I have to go back and count, but I like Cody's poor review of a poor movie. I love those reviews he does. That might be more my style too, just to talk about a crappy movie. So might be easier because I don't want to mess up a review on one of those like a iconic movie or something. It looks stupid or whatever. Oh, yeah, it happens. Yeah, I caught a couple of those streams actually. I was wondering if you were ever gonna be doing them again. But that's one cool thing. Cool thing about YouTube, man. You try hitting it, you experiment with things, or you go back to certain things. If it's always pretty much gonna be there. So if you hadn't done anything in a while, just jump back on it and do it. Oh, cool! Heck yeah, that'd be excellent. Heck yeah, man. Anytime, just let me know. I'll definitely get on there with you. Heck yeah, we could talk some music too. Yeah, go ahead and plan it and sign me up. That'd be great. 'Cause I do want to start doing streams with other people. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Right now, I'm just like yesterday. I came up. You know what? I'm gonna do a stream tomorrow night. Why not? My wife's having to work this evening, and so is my son. The our youngest. He's still at home. He's 17. So I'm gonna do a live stream. There won't be anybody interrupting me or anything. So, but yeah, man, if you do one, I'd definitely jump on there. Yeah, that's kind of what my thing is. That's why I've been here. I know last week I did a football stream. We're doing the draft, and then this week I've done like three. I think it's been on Thursdays. Thursday seems to be a pretty good night. Anytime Monday through Thursday. I do know. I think it was Monday nights. I don't know. Dave McRae does his two dudes and some bullshit. I watch that sometimes. That's pretty funny or fun. I shouldn't say funny, but it's fun. A good time. I don't know if you ever watched Dave McRae's channel, but no, he does his big live stream on Monday nights. But he does streams throughout the week. His McRae live show he does like 2 or 3 times a week, and so. But yeah, I do know Monday through Thursdays the better spots to do them because it's so crazy on Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. And I love watching especially like the your stream and then the two dudes and some bullshit streams are my two go-to streams that I like to watch the most. And Midnight Hour when I can catch it for sure. Yeah, a little bit, yeah, but he's still fun to watch. I like when he gets on a rant, dropping f bombs, and it's pretty funny. But yeah, he's pretty cool though. I know what you mean for sure. Yeah, a little bit of that. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, I like watching that, but it's usually they only have had like two actual live ones. They record theirs, so I catch that whenever they have a new one, and I'll go watch most of it, or I'll watch it in parts. I usually like all the guests they have on there. But as far as actually trying watching it live, it's usually McRae and then you guys on Saturday. Yeah, yeah. Tony Moran was a damn dick. I think it's a lot of it is a show though. With Moran, he does that to get publicity, and it worked for sure. Goes in there and trashes Halloween, this and that, so he can get his 15 minutes of fame back or something. That's what all I think it is. I don't think he really means a lot of what he says. I think he's just full of crap. That's my take on it anyway. But yeah, it is screwed up how he was treating Halloween fans and stuff for sure. But like I said, I think it's a gag. It's kind of like it almost reminded me of like WWE wrestling. Uh, he had to be like a heel or something. That reminds me of a heel. Yeah, I do watch them from time to time. Wham! I used to watch them pretty religiously, but I haven't kept up as much as I used to. But all the channels you just said, yeah, Drum Dums. I used to be a Patreon on Drum Dums, and Cody Leach. Cody Leach is. I love how his movie reviews pretty in depth. He's getting up there. He's getting close to 55,000 subscribers now. Wolfman, yeah, I checked in on him actually the other day. Finally, um, Wolfman's got Nards. He changed his setup up. He had to move his studio into a different room, so he's going over that. Yeah, Cody Leach is cool. I like how he just tells it like it is, pretty much. Doesn't sugarcoat anything. And I like the thing he does with yeah, Barry did, yeah. That's what I was watching his showing off how he has his room sort of set up. But I like the thing that Cody does on the 31 on 31. Those that series he does with his friends or the collab or the other channels he does them with. Those are a lot of fun. I do know Drum Dun Lee and Cody. They had a big falling out a couple of years ago, so still don't know what was over. I don't even know, but I know they had a huge falling out, so they don't collaborate anymore. Nose keeps itching. Yes, yeah, I think he's CP. Yeah, I don't subscribe to him. I did for a little while, and I don't do it anymore. He was one of the big ones that was attacking Drum Dunk Lee McCoy. It's like, what's going on? I don't know. Like I said, the specific. I was like, whoa. That was like I said, like a couple of years ago. CP, yeah, he gets on my nerves too. Yeah, he's talking about real just arrogant stuff, right? Yeah, just ugh. And but I do like when Sean Chandler's on doing some of those with him. But I subscribe to Sean Chandler's channel. He's pretty cool. And the other guy that does it with Brian Lomax, I'm not really a big fan of his. I've checked some of his stuff out. He's a little, I don't know. Okay, yeah, bet, yeah, and just subscribed to her. Like I said, a couple weeks ago. Finally got around to subscribing to her. I always hear about it, but I never really checked her channel out until here recently. Yeah, I do know hear Lee talk about her quite a bit. Yeah, yeah, I do check out Lee's some of his streams sometimes when I get a chance. I forget about if he's having them or not now. Usually watch them after they've been after they're through like recorded. But I like that new series he's doing, the so you think you know about movies, 10 questions he does. That's a pretty good thing he's doing over there. I think it's gonna be pretty popular on his channel. Yeah, I think Lee's a good guy. He's a pretty cool guy. Seems to be pretty nice. Okay. Heck yeah, that'd be great. That'd be awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, just let me know, man. I'll definitely make it I make it a point to get on there for sure. Yeah, send the old invite, I guess. That'd be great. That'd be a lot of fun, and get you and Ben to play on there, pull y'all's guitars out and stuff. Okay, heck yeah, man, sounds great. Awesome. Yeah, just let me know, man. I'd be more than happy to jump on there with you, shoot the breeze, or if you come up with a topic or whatever, just sit there and chat. These are fun. I like doing live streams. I just think it'd be a lot funner when we get somebody, on there. There you go. Hey, that's a good idea. Too bad you couldn't get to the super chat level yet. The channels that have the super chat, you got to be, I think, over 1,000 subscribers, I think, right, before you can do that. Only request for super chats. I'll throw in some vocals here and there. I sing, but I can't play an instrument worth of crap. I write music. I write poems, lyrics, and I like to sing a lot. But I mean, I was in a band before, but we never did anything like major. Played a few bars and a couple of motorcycle rallies. Yeah, you go, $1 a song. Have like a bucket set up there right by you. Just act like you're throwing the virtual money into there. That's cool. Talk horror and music. Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping by. Yeah, I'm fixing to end the streaming. I was planning on going on for an hour and a half, 2 hours, so it's in that time frame. I appreciate you stopping by, man. And yeah, let me know if whenever you want to do that, man. I'd be more than happy to jump on there and hang out with you and whoever else for an evening. I think it'd be a lot of fun. Oh, okay. That's right. You are getting that right. You're at your house selling it. Hope all that goes well for you. Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. Me too, man. Thanks for stopping by. It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, I'll let you know for sure, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate you your concern. It really means a lot, David. I appreciate it very much. I'll definitely let you guys know for sure. See here. I'll go for just a few more minutes here. Looks like there's 3 on here, so I don't know if anybody else wanted to chime in for a little bit, talk. All right, man. You take care too, David. Thanks again for dropping by. Means a lot. Really does. All right. Well, let's see. Shows there's 2 watching, so I didn't know if anybody else is on here wanted to say anything or. But I think I'm fixing to end the stream. Had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, David, for hanging out with me for a little while tonight. Really appreciate it. Need to start having some guests on these streams, reaching out to people. Like to do that, but I'd rather get my computer set up better instead of holding my phone doing it. But see what happens though. This is a lot of fun. It's a learning process and it's a growing process, and like to see where I'm at a year from now, even how far I've come. So yeah, happens in steps. So yeah, but again, thank you guys for coming in on tonight, and chatting it up with me. Um, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. So yeah, from the big chair, this is Big Daddy J and signing out. Good night, everybody. Take care. Be blessed.